Hello and welcome. It is 9:30 p.m. here in the capital, Tehran. You're watching Press TV International News. Many thanks for joining our broadcast. For a lead story, the Viva Palestina aid convoy has finally passed through the Rafah crossing and into the Gaza Strip. 59 vehicles will not be allowed into the Strip, but the supplies will be unloaded and taken through. The go-ahead comes one day after 60 convoy members were arrested and many wounded in clashes with Egyptian authorities. 500 activists accompanying around 250 vehicles full of food and medical supplies have traveled thousands of miles to get to Gaza. The convoy passed through Greece, Turkey, Syria, and Jordan. It then had to return to Syria to enter Gaza through the Al Arish port in the Mediterranean after Cairo refused to allow it to take the shorter Red Sea route. We're going to find out what is happening on the ground. Our correspondent Yusuf Al-Halou is on the Gaza side of the Rafah border crossing, who joins us now. Yusuf, over to you.
Yes, hi Kabi. We are at the Rafah border crossing. About 50 to 70 trucks already crossed into Gaza. The first delegation that has crossed into Gaza was the Turkish delegation. The rest is coming very soon from the crossing behind me. I think they are coming. Yeah, they are holding now. Right
That's
now,
George
they are
Galloway
holding George
there.
Galloway on the shoulders. If you can see him now, he's coming now towards us. George Galloway, British MP George Galloway, the leader of Respect Party. He is the leader of this aid convoy. This is the third Viva Palestina aid convoy that has successfully made it into Gaza despite the hardships, despite the suffering. They spent many days stranded in the Jordanian port of Aqaba and also in Al Arish. They crossed many countries and they were hoping that they wouldn't face any obstacles. I heard George earlier said that he's planning to send even more convoys. We are trying to speak to some of the members of the convoy.
I suppose, Yusuf, it's worthy to ask you this, if George Galloway and just
Okay,
now...
I think, Kavi, are you with me? I have a guest here.
Go ahead, Yusuf.
Kavi, are you with me?
Yes, go ahead.
Right,
Go ahead.
okay. Finally, you have made it into Gaza. How do you feel right now?
I feel ecstatic. It's been a long time and a long journey, and sometimes the last few days we never thought we'd make it. But we're glad we're here now. People of Gaza have made us feel absolutely welcome, so we're delighted.
Okay, of course, despite the hardships that you face, you are so happy. Now, tell us, how was the treatment of the Egyptian authorities?
The Egyptian authorities give us a hard time at the port, but we expected that. We got everything we expected. But all in all, the trip was very good. It was very hard at times, but I enjoyed it.
Right, okay. Do you think after what you have faced, are you going to come to Gaza again?
I would love to come to Gaza again. I think the people of Gaza have had a really hard time. And I think where I come from, the European community just don't seem to care. They turn a blind eye to everything that Israel does. And Israel gets away with war crimes. And I think that it's time that the European community stood up to Israel.
Thank you very much. Now, how do you feel? You are in Gaza finally.
I feel absolutely fantastic to be here. It's been a long, long journey, but we really, really wanted to come. We were determined to break the siege. And now that we've done it, it feels amazing.
And your message to the Palestinians in Gaza?
To the Palestinians in Gaza, we're never going to stop trying to come here to be with you, to stand in solidarity with you. And although it's been made difficult for us by some people, and although other countries have been fantastic, we will come again and we will keep on and on trying to break the siege and come into Gaza.
Thank you very much. I can see your hand is okay. It seems this guy was injured last night from the Egyptian raid police. We understand that scuffles broke out and many members were injured. So ambulance is now coming from that gate. Let's talk to this gentleman. Welcome in Gaza. How do you feel?
Great to be in Gaza.
People are taking part in this convoy. About 200.
The scenes you're seeing right now live at the Rafah crossing on the Gaza side. The convoys are entering into the Gaza Strip. Our correspondent Yusuf Al-Halou is there trying to speak to some of the convoy members entering, in which we were able to catch a couple of them. Of course, this is a very exciting moment for these members who've traveled across the world to enter into the Gaza Strip to help the people of Gaza. The Gaza Aid convoy, under the banner of Viva Palestina, have made it into the Gaza Strip. This is an exciting moment for these members and, of course, for the world and for those to be awakened as to the cause of the people of Gaza. Along with it, all the supplies are coming through. As far as we've heard, most of the supplies, if not all, have been allowed entry into the Gaza Strip. George Galloway, one of the organizers of this Viva Palestina, just until we can.
Like to say hello to all the people
Right.
in Derry.
Okay. What is the message finally in Gaza?
We've travelled 5,000 miles from Derry and Irlanda, and it's great to finally be here to meet the people. And we've come this far for a reason, because they deserve it, and more people should do this. Definitely, because we have to break the siege. And I'd like to thank all the people in Derry. All right, thanks. Good man.
Take care. Okay. Actually, awake for so many days. Okay, welcome to Gaza. How do you feel?
Oh, we're so happy. We're so grateful. It's a privilege to be here in solidarity with the steadfast people of Gaza. It's a privilege. And really shame on the Egyptian government in that position.
What happened there?
It's a long story. Perhaps people in the back of us could fill you in. But I think it was a continuation of a policy of direct complicity in war crimes, and that has to stop. There has to be massive movement in the West, in the Arab world, to challenge the continuation of the siege and occupation in general.
How such convoys would be effective?
I think on a number of levels, political, social, popular, etc. But we have to move. We have to move. The people of Gaza deserve us.